What's up, guys? Sean here, with my review of Jason Bourne. So I went to see this movie a few hours ago, almost 12 hours ago. I went to see this movie because it's almost 5:30 in the morning here. I didn't do this review earlier because I was in the middle of a podcast with some of my friends. So I'm doing this review now. So yeah, Jason Bourne is a 2016 movie. It is essentially a direct sequel to the Bourne Ultimatum. This movie essentially picks up 10 years after Ultimatum, where Bourne has essentially isolated himself from the world, staying alive, around the world. And then he's basically brought out of hiding when new information about his past has come to light. And so we pretty much get the generic Bourne movie, really, where he's trying to learn about his past while taking on a corrupt government who actually has a new special ops program in the works, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what did I think of this movie? I actually like this movie. Honestly, I actually like this movie. It's better than what the critics are saying. It's not as good as the last three movies. I'll say that straight up. This is about the fourth best in the series in four movies, because I do not count the Bourne Legacy as part of this franchise. That was some Bachelor spinoff that didn't work, in my eyes. So this movie technically was released officially today, but I saw it at early screening. This runs 2 hours and 3 minutes. The budget was $120 million. The music was done by John Powell and David Buckley. Once again, directed by Paul Greengrass. And this movie stars Matt Damon, Tommy Lee Jones, Elisa Vikander, Vincent Caso, Julia Stiles, a bunch of people I'm not going to really mention. So I already said the plot of this movie, and like I said, I really like this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. It's not as good as the last three movies, because the last three movies had their own stories that fed into. The problem with this movie is, one, it's kind of a rehash of the last three movies, but also there's a subplot in this movie about some surveillance thing, which you could have cut that subplot out for time and probably made this movie about 20 minutes shorter. Not saying the movie was too long. Oh, no, far from. But I'm saying you could have cut that subplot out of this movie entirely and probably lost about 20 minutes. Because that's how much that subplot took of the movie, is 20 minutes. But yeah, it's basically about this surveillance program that this tech billionaire is developing for the CIA, and apparently he got his funding from the CIA. I don't remember. I basically sort of zoned out during that subplot. But yeah, they basically completely ignore Legacy, thank fucking God. I mean, there's one tiny reference to it where Bourne and Nikki, played by Julie Stiles, are going through some files, and we see the past CIA operations, and we see outcome on one of those slips. So that's really our only connection to Bourne Legacy, which I don't mind. It's just one connection. They don't mention Renner's character at all, and Renner's character wasn't even considered to be in this movie. Again, I don't blame Renner, but thank fucking God. But yeah, I hope they make another movie, because I really had fun with this one. Was this movie completely unnecessary? Yes and no. Yes, because Bourne's story was already wrapped up in the first 3 movies. No, because we need to get the taste of Bourne Not Legacy out of our mouths. At least I did. But yeah, really enjoyed this movie. It's not as good as the first 3, like I said, but in my opinion, this is how you do a Bourne movie. You have Jason fucking Bourne in the movie. Yes, I'm looking at you, Bourne Legacy. But yeah, great movie start to finish. Tommy Lee Jones was a great villain, we'll say. Speaking of the villains, the asset this time around wasn't hunting Bourne for the job. He was hunting because he has a personal vendetta, which I didn't really give a shit about. It's basically because Bourne exposed Blackbriar and Ultimatum. That's it. That's all this assassin's vendetta was. And I didn't really give a shit about it. So, other than that, and the weird subplot, great movie. Looking forward to see what they do next, if they do anything next. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later.